Welcome back to Stage Zero Life Sciences channel, reducing the incidence of late-stage cancer through early intervention. Joining us to give us basically a high-level overview of some recent news and some updates moving forward, we have James, the CEO. As always, welcome back, sir.
Thank you, Kyle. Good to be here.
Always a pleasure to get you back on. So I kind of want to hit the nail on the head. Basically, Stage Zero Life Sciences provided an update on the application for management as the cease order as it comes into kind of correlation with your recent filings. Do you want to kind of just discuss what this means for the company?
Yes, a key question, and one we're getting a lot of sort of input on. We did not file our year-end 2023 financial statements and all of the associated documents by the due date, which was April 2nd. As a result of that, we have been given what is called a failure to file cease trade order. OSC, using their language in this, institutes a cease trade order like that in order to provide stability into the marketplace, while the company obviously looks to resolve the issue. So it allows us to repair the pieces without obviously dealing with all of the market dynamics at the same time. So that's not necessarily that bad a thing. We have 90 days in which to cure. We're obviously trying to do it more quickly than that. The sooner you can do it, the better as you move forward. How did we get into the situation? Well, we're still an emerging organization, even though we're starting to drive a reasonable revenue. But we run a very complex organization because we're US, we're Canada, we're UK, Europe. All of those pieces have to be audited. All of those pieces have to be pieced together, and then you get your final. It's an expensive process. It unfortunately is hundreds of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands. We've been able to, along the way, pay a portion of that. We haven't been able to pay all of it fully up to date. And therefore, our auditors do not have financial independence to be able to complete the process and issue the report. Clearly, we need to get them paid as quickly as possible. That allows us to complete the process, and then everything gets back on track. How do we get the money? Well, it's a variety of ways. One is obviously there's ongoing revenue, so the faster we can continue to build on the revenue, the better. The second piece is obviously you take it from the marketplace, and there are a variety of ways we can do it. It could be an equity financing, it could be a debt financing. Those are done hand in hand with OSC. We need permission from them as we drive through. The proceeds need to be focused in the right way, but you drive through that. And so that's how we're going. And again, coming back to that stability piece, it allows us the stability to actually get that achieved. The other thing is Q1. We fully expect our Q1 results to be announced on time. We would expect Q2 results to be announced on time, so it doesn't impact that. It will have an impact on the AGM timing, in that we obviously can't begin the AGM process until we have filed all of our year-end documents. There are proscribed timeframes around how that works. And so AGM will occur in the proscribed timeframe after the filing.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the insights and the clarity on that. We've also been getting some analyst questions here. Do you want to discuss what are your kind of key risks in achieving your growth strategy this year as you're kind of on a good trajectory?
Yes, we've had a lot of good chatter coming in, and I think what was particularly pushed in from the IR side is a question that says it looks like we've got a great year ahead of us. We would agree with that. What are the key risks to achieving that? And key risks are really probably two things, and a little intertwined. One is obviously we need to execute. We believe we can do that, but obviously it helps if you are adequately cashed out. So I think making sure that we have sufficient funding behind this also works. Bear in mind that you can always move a lot faster if you have more money. And we're competing against some fairly robust groups out there. So making sure that we have adequate resources is good. We're pretty excited about it. We've been working through internal forecasts. We don't share the forecast with the marketplace. We don't believe we're at that point yet. But the internal forecasts actually paint a good picture for us of current partnerships. So all of the partnership we have, and we've been adding partnerships fairly consistently over the last little while, but literally just moving out, just executing on those and moving out through the year, yes, it looks like a very positive and a very solid year for us. We obviously expect to continue to add partnerships, but we go with that. So yeah, comes down to, I believe, those two factors.
On that note, we'll pass it off to the viewers as always. We'd love to know what you think and consider subscribing because when news and catalysts like this continue to hit the wire, of course, we'll bring it to you here. But on that note, we look forward to catching you in the next one.